Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play the Legend of Heroes Treasure Cold Steel 3. Today, all of the secrets will be revealed, finally. Last time we heard that Gaius is a member of the Gauls Ritter, along with Thomas and Rosine as the Squire. Rose is here to talk about now the Septarian of Fire that is here in Erebonia, and why Orboros wants to go after it, along with the Septarians over in Crossbell and Liberl. So let's listen to their explanation as to what's going on here. Yeah, we know. The spirit veins, there's that grass, there's all these magic knights and everything that's appearing, these cryptids. So they're actually bound to the territory of the Empire. It's a good question. Oh, okay, so it used to only be in Crossbell, but now that Crossbell's been annexed by Erebonia, it has spread to all the rest of Erebonia. Got you. I guess it's Scarlet because, the Septarian of Fire is in Erebonia. Yeah, we've heard that before as well. Yeah, and all the mana veins and everything else kind of going crazy too. Yeah, basically they need to get the Septarians one by one in order to, they have to get the one in Liberl, and then they can get the one in Crossbell, then they can get the one in Erebonia. They kind of have to go in order. Of course he did, Reen. Of course. Yeah, we know. The alchemists created Kia in order to be the Mirage Septarian. Because the Mirage Septarian was destroyed or lost or whatever. Yeah, they didn't actually want Kia because she wasn't the real deal. Oh, there's two treasures. I thought there was just the Septarian of Fire. Oh, okay, so there's fire and there's earth. Yeah, so Liberl had the Aurora, which is a Septarian of Space. Crossbow had the Septarian of Mirage, which was Kia, essentially. And Erebonia has earth and fire. Got you. Okay, so the witches guarded fire, and the gnomes in the Black Workshop guarded earth. I guess that's why they don't like each other. You would think that they would like each other because they're both guardians, though. Oh well. Yeah, we know about Zeit, who was the holy beast over in Crossbell, and then there was this dragon or something over in Liberl as well. So, what are the two holy beasts, and where are they? Oh, they vanished along with the Septarians. So how do we find them? This is a lot to dump on us right at the end of this game. Man. Yeah, what exactly did happen? What is going on here? Oh, finally! Somebody tells us something!
In the beginning, this land housed two of the Septarian. The Arc Rouge, Septarian of Fire and wielder of fierce power. The Lost Zem, Septarian of Earth and bearer of unyielding endurance. Each assumed the form of a colossal guardian and went about granting boons and performing miracles for its people. For a few centuries, the land of Erebonia prospered, but eventually, its people began to vie for power and control. The Septarians had always granted their people's wishes, but now, their peoples each wished for the other's destruction. And so, the two colossi began fighting. Their battle ravaged the earth and split the sky, devastating the entire region. The humans tried to stop them, but it was in vain. The Septarians' fight continued 1,000 days, scorching the land black. When the battle ended at long last, it was a tie. Exhausting their power in one final strike, the two Septarian were blown away, left as nothing but empty shells. Yet the tale did not end there.
The power expelled by each Septarian collided and became one, resulting in the creation of an entirely new entity. The Great One, the Septarian of Steel. It was an existence created from the union of fire and earth. It was beyond anything else in this realm. It was the ultimate source of power. Though things seemed fine at first, the survivors of the war soon realized the eternal conflict within it. They knew this conflict would cause it to grow ever more unstable, and that it was not something that could be handled by mankind.
With the Holy Beast's assistance, the kins of fire and earth joined together to see the Great One sealed away. However, each of their attempts ended in failure. Left with no other options, they resorted to their final plan. The Great One would remain whole in the higher plane, yet its physical incarnation in this world split into numerous shards. It was this final gambit that saw disaster averted.
Indeed. Their combined efforts bore fruit. The Kin of Earth created 7 vessels, while the Kin of Fire split the Great One's power and infused each vessel with a part of it.
7 dolls in the form of knights, each bearing the Great One's power, the Divine Knights.
So, essentially, the Divine Knights are the Septarians of Erebonia at this point. And, the two Septarians that are left are over in Nord as well as in Brionia Island. We visited them in the previous games, and in this game, actually. Yeah, why did they? If they're all one and the same. Okay. Oh, yeah, we kind of know that now. Oh. Oh, great.
900 years ago, Heimdall was a small city of only about 50,000 people. However, it was one of the burgeoning centers of culture for the region. The Septian Church had finished construction on the Heimdall Cathedral, and there were plans to develop the city even further. But it was then the Dark Dragon appeared, blanketing Heimdall in miasma and transforming it into a city of the dead. Emperor Astorius chose to lead his people south and made Sainart the new capital of Erebonia.
In helping Emperor Astorius deal with this crisis, the Hexen clan and gnomes each suffered substantial losses. The Hexen clan lost its elder, and the gnomes their holy beast. And so ended their alliance. The final time they spoke would be a century later. It was when Emperor Hector awakened the Vermilion Knight to reclaim Heimdall from the Dark Dragon. He did so at the urging of the chief of the gnomes and the new elder of the Hexen clan, myself. However, the Emperor fell to the Dark Dragon's miasma, and the Vermilion Knight to its curse. The Emperor's son had the chief of the gnomes and myself seal the cursed knight deep below the Imperial Palace. That would be the last act our two clans performed together. I do not know why, but the gnomes cut off contact with our clan and hid themselves away. In the 800 years that followed, whenever war struck Erebonia, a divine knight would enter the stage, demonstrate its might, then vanish. I was certain the gnomes were involved, yet all we could do was guide awakeners on the proper course. This unending pattern reached its most fevered peak 250 years ago during the War of the Lions. The false Emperor Orboros unearthed the cursed Vermilion Knight, and a mercenary under Prince Lucius' employ awakened the Palatinate Knight. Prince Dreichels found the Ashen Knight, and Leanne the Argent Knight. The four awakened at once, made for a grand war indeed.
That must have been the War of the Lions, 250 years ago. Yeah, she just said that she was 800 years old. She's so vain. This is what she wants to focus on? Like, come on. Yeah. Oh, okay. She just came into being. She wasn't born or anything, she just came into being. It's unusual. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, what exactly is the connection between the Steel Maiden and Leanne Sandlot? Oh, okay, so they are one and the same. Got you. So she did die. Leanne did die. Oh, okay. So how did she then become Arianrode? Half a year later, she got revived. Huh. Yeah, who did revive them? Well, that's because she's a saint. She's incorruptible. Oh, she just woke up. Huh. That's weird. She just kind of became immortal. Wow. Oh. Okay, so she only joined Orboros 20 years ago. But she's been around ever since the War of the Lions. Huh. So you don't know, or the game just isn't going to tell us and just say, it's a miracle, we don't know. The key is the Divine Knight. Oh. Oh. So if you're not an Awakener, then you'll become immortal until you do become an Awakener. So that means that Reen wouldn't be immortal. right? I guess. I don't know. I'm still trying to put all this together. Oh, yeah, speaking of, immortal people. Oh, yeah, him. We've heard his name before, too. So he's not an immortal like you. So the leadership of the gnomes is just a title, apparently. And what is this great twilight that we keep on hearing about? So it's essentially just the end of the world. Is that like the Phantasmal Blaze plan? Like, I don't understand how you're going to get a Septarian out of ending the world. Oh, an anomaly? What kind of anomaly? Yeah, Valimar was talking about that too. Oh. Well, then this war with Calvard isn't going to be good either. Wow. So it's like the spirit veins are going to explode almost. Yes, okay, so the masked man, Crow, isn't Black Alberich, because he's the leader. Crow's the Azure Siegfried. And then the Jaeger King, yeah, so the Jaeger King didn't awaken anybody, but now that he is... Well, now he's an awakener, so he got revived in order to awaken the Divine Knight, I guess. Oh. A talented craftsman. Like George. It kind of freaks me out how quickly they put it together. Like, they should still be trusting George at this point. Oh, good. Can you give them to me? That'd be lovely. All throughout the entire course of the game. Yeah, you know, you told the one person who you knew would keep the secret because he's such a good kid.
When the sacrifice is made and the ancient blood flows, the path to the Grawl of Orboros shall open. When the tainted holy beast is pierced by the blade of World's End, and its blood fills the Grawl, the great twilight shall fall upon the land.
So Ash is the sacrifice, the ancient blood would be the Arnor blood from the Emperor, and then something's going to pierce the holy beast or the sacred beast. But we don't know where the sacred beast is. Yeah, Yuna. The Graal's Ritter? Oh, the primal ground. Is this where the dark dragon is? I guess? I've just got to say, look at the way the cathedral spelled right here, and then look at the way the cathedral spelled right there. Yeah, seriously, game? Really? You've got to be kidding me. Come on now. Oh, it just moves around the Empire. That's weird. Yeah, because I guess the Beast of Fire got destroyed? Oh, so he didn't destroy the right one, it was just a servant of the true Holy Beast. So we have to go to the primal ground and destroy it? I guess? Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, if we destroy the Holy Beast, then wouldn't that fulfill the prophecy? The Originator Zero? Oh, okay. Maybe it's the Zamirian Ore Ultimate Weapon or something? Probably. Maybe it's Reen's sword.
Muse?
Is something the matter?
Oh?
You realize something?
Right now, we need any straw we can grasp at.
Anything at all could help, no matter how small.
Yes, you're right. That term. Originator Zero. Could that be OZ, perhaps?
That's what the Black Workshop called Millium and Altina.
They're model numbers. OZ.
Oh, what are you talking about?
So you finally made it.
That voice.
Vita! Ah, so the prodigal granddaughter returns.
Misty, Vita!
I heard you had been acting on your own.
Nice to see you again, grandmother. Emma, Celine, and Class 7 too. And thank you for mediating, Mr. Lysander.
Oh, don't even mention it. It always breaks my heart to see a family torn apart so.
Vita! Why? You really don't plan on ever coming back, do you?
That's correct. As I said before, my allegiance will forever lie with the Grandmaster. I can't return to you and grandmother. I can never go back to the way I used to be, just like the Steel Maiden.
Seriously, who even is this Grandmaster person? I have no clue. But it is clear she is quite taken with them. So do tell, Vita. If you have not decided to return to us, why show yourself now? Has Orboros finally decided upon its course of action?
Yes. After our experiments with the 3 ions, the 6 other Anguis came to a unanimous decision. They decided to ignore my warning. They will work with the Chancellor and the Gnomes to bring about the Great Twilight, completing the Phantasmal Blaze plan.
That's...
So that's how it is. The reason Orboros was so quiet the past month wasn't because they left Erebonia.
It was to carry out their plan, and determine whether they should work alongside enemies and traitors.
How can that be? If that were the case, it means...
They're all our enemies?
Is this?
It's not the cathedral's bell.
Huh? I think I recognize it from Crossbell.
You do?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I remember hearing it right before the incidents in Crossbell, when we were still independent. Oh! The one from the museum!
The bell from Stargazer's tower?
But the sound's coming from a different direction than the museum.
The Phantasmal Blaze plan. What a fitting name. I wonder how much of this she foresaw.
That is quite enough mumbling to yourself. If you know what is going on, show us!
It'll be a bit tough without Grianos. I'll need your help, Grandmother. Emma, Celine, you too.
Yes! Ugh, I'm not your slave.
I guess Vita's gonna cast that spell again where she can show us what's going on, this like kind of like remote vision. So here we are at Corel Imperial Villa, and there's Crossbell's bell, but why is it here? Oh, and there's Orboros and Campanella and all the rest of them. Lovely. So I guess Vita didn't actually leave Orboros, she's still working with them. But then why is she helping us? She just said that her allegiance will always lie with the Grand Master. But then she also said the Grand Master was a she. So there's a little clue as to who the Grand Master is. We know that it's a woman now. At least that's something. And what is that thing? Is that like a Divine Knight or something? What is that? I think it's a Divine Knight, or maybe it's an Ion. I don't know what that thing is. Oh god. They're all here. All the Intelligence Division. All the Iron Bloods. All the Gnomes. All Orboros and Altina. The Jaegers are here too. Like, every frickin' shithead in the entire Empire, including you, George, is here. Oh man, we're screwed.
Now then, let's say we celebrate the continuation of the Phantasmal Blaze plan by ringing in the Great Twilight. I, Enforcer number 0, the Fool, shall play the opening note.
So he's quite literally ringing in the Great Twilight. Oh my god, this is what this is the apocalypse. This is the end of the world. And this is the holy beast, the Dark Dragon. And they're gonna use Altina, the Oz, originator 0, to kill it. And that will bring in the Great Twilight. And I guess the bell is awakening the Dark Dragon. That's the whole purpose of it. Oh, hell. Looks like we got a whole other dungeon to go through. Great. Well, at least Reen and the others should be able to know where to go. I mean, this is pretty hard to miss. Reminds me of when the Asher Tree was established. Just how huge it is, you know? Like a big egg.
Check that out!
Huh. Sure is something.
Well, how about that?
So, the beginning of the end, is it?
Deja vu.
The Grawl of Erebos. Just as the Black Records foretold.
The crypt where the great power will be reborn.
Reen. Eustace.
Couldn't have guessed this is how my day would turn out when I woke up this morning.
Let us begin. It is time. Chief of the Gnomes and head of the workshop, show me the way, Black Alberic.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Lumen? Is the leader of the gnomes Professor Lumen? It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me anymore in these games. And here Orboros is working with the gnomes. Campanella's talking with George over there. Oh, here's the Star Ritter. But here's the next question. Why is Chancellor Osborne working with Orboros? I thought that he hated them. Why is he doing this? And also, I thought that Orboros hated Chancellor Osborne because he stole their Phantasmal Blaze plan out from under them. Yet now they're working with him? I mean, I know that Vita talked about this. She said, like, you know, they, like, the Six Anguissa voted upon it or something, and they wanted to know, you know, what to do or if they should do it or whatever, but why? Why did they decide to do it? Like, this whole thing is so freaking crazy, I can't even deal with it.
Rufus. Millium.
Was that... Allie?
Yes. But why?
Boss, Zeno, and Leo.
Azure Siegfried.
And that guy in the lab coat, isn't that...
The Blazing Demon and the Fool were there as well.
So that's the maiden.
Why? We just spoke this morning and... What's going on?
Lisa.
That man's name was Lumen or something like that, right? His hair looked different.
Franz Lumen, the first disciple of G. Schmidt, and the deceased husband of the Reinford Group's chairman, also known as Franz Reinford.
Ah, so he has been lurking in the shadows these past 20 years.
Yes. Perhaps for the sake of working with the Chancellor to engineer this very moment.
Elisa.
Snap out of it! Now's not the time! As a bracer, I can't just sit here and let them pull off whatever that Twilight crap is they're planning. How about all of you?
She's right. We can't stop here.
We gathered together to do whatever we could to help. Our goal remains unchanged.
Yep, true.
Elisa, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, Vita, what will you do now?
Well, I'd like to charge in there alongside the rest of you, mostly out of spite. Unfortunately, I suspect things won't be quite that easy.
What do you...
Something's...
There's a turbulent swirl in the mana.
Was that?
I believe so. Sir Lysander, Sir Gaius, cryptids and magic knights have appeared all over the city.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So the leader of the gnomes is actually Elisa's undead, revived father. And then did you catch this? They didn't actually name Sharon as Sharon. They called her Purple-Haired Maid. I wonder if that has anything to do with anything. But now we got magic knights all over Heimdall. We're going to be taking care of them next time on Let's Play the Legendary Heroes Treasure Cold Steel 3. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And have a good day.